All right, Shalom. It's your brother Ratazah back again with another video. All right, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, and I got another article here. All right, as I was going through the news just now. All right, and this headline just jumped out at me. All right, and immediately a few scriptures came to mind. All right, I thought I'd just put it out there on the unicorn. All right, this is from Fox News. It says, opinion: the U.S.-China trade war has begun. A shooting war could be next. All right, now even though it says an opinion, this is actually a fact, man. This is a straight fact that there is going to be a shooting war. All right, we have these two world superpowers such as America and China. All right, all these things that's occurring, whether it's trade wars, this tit for tat back and forth, is going to ultimately lead to a nuclear war, man. And that's the notion or the theme that we've been preaching and prophesying, beginning with the apostles and elders for years now, man. In particular this year, seeing that it's the year of prophecy. All right, and I'm just going to get a little bit of this article. All right, and get a few scriptures. It says a trade war broke out Friday between the U.S. and China. And I did the article, I did a video, the other day, where China said that they're joining up with Russia, and they're going to basically back Russia in everything they do, especially when it comes to coming against America, man. All right, so this thing is forming. People, these nations are taking sides. All right, these nations that were once allies with America, now they're breaking off. As I always say, they're giving America the side eye, and they're teaming up, and they're all going to gang up on America. All right, ultimately, primarily leading to what? World War III, man. Okay, it says a trade war broke out Friday between the U.S. and China when the U.S. imposed tariffs of $34 billion in Chinese products, and China slapped tariffs on an equal amount of U.S. products. President Trump has said that would prompt the U.S. to impose up to $500 billion in Chinese products. But it says, but things could get worse. The deterioration in U.S.-China relations could escalate and turn into a shooting war between two nuclear-armed superpowers. All right, and that fits perfectly with Bible prophecy, man. All right, and I want to get a quick scripture real quick. All right, let's get Isaiah 9:5. Because that's exactly what the Most High is making these nations do. The Lord is causing friction between the United States and China, between the United States and Russia, Syria, Iran. All right, He's causing that friction, and He got the spirit on them to constantly test and upgrade their weapons, because they're going to end up using them, man. All right, this is Isaiah 9:5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And that's going into this final battle, World War III, also known as Armageddon, which translates in Hebrew as the mountain of troops, man. All right, and that's what's happening. These troops are gathering, these nations are gathering for battle. All right, goes into that in Joel, the 3rd chapter, all right, which is a common scripture that we bring out, Joel 3:9 on down. A pretty frequent common scripture we bring out in regards to World War III, because that's what's going on, man. All right, but it says what? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man. So the wars of old were fought with primarily shield and buckler. You could watch the 300 movies, other movies, period pieces based on the ancient world, ancient battles. But when you update the prophecy, you you fast forward to today's time, these nations primarily fight with what? Missiles, all right? Missiles that could be, basically weapons that could be shot from one end of the earth onto the other side, all right? They fight with drones, satellite missiles and radars and all of that. And that's what's happening, man. All right, it's setting up for that battle. And it's going to be burning and fuel of fire, man. All right, and that fire is going to come by the way of them ICBM missiles. And this trade war, all right, like it says in the article, this trade war that broke out, it says Friday, they say it could potentially escalate, which it is going to escalate, man. That's why I said this is not really an opinion. This is actually biblical facts. All right, you could back it up with the Bible, man. All right, matter of fact, let me go from there. Let me just get Joel since I mentioned it. We bring the scripture out a lot, but it's it fits right with what's going on, man. This is Joel 3:9. This is proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles? Beginning with the other nations, man. All right, China, Russia. All right, it says prepare war. And that's what you see in the article. That's why they say that this could potentially escalate, and it could cause them to shoot at each other. It's going to cause a shooting war. And they ain't going to just shoot guns, all right? Or, we always have a joke. The nation's not going to shoot no damn volcanoes either, man. They're going to aim and shoot missiles, man. ICBM ballistic missiles, man. All right? It says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong, man. Right, so they're basically gearing up for war, man, these nations. All right? And you got the weaker nations who now have nuclear capability. They have weaponry, and they're being backed by other superpowers. So now they're boasting and saying that we're strong now. All right? And this is all according to Bible prophecy, man. And like the scripture says, what's that? Romans the 3rd chapter, for what if some did not believe? So people can scoff. They can leave little trolling comments on our videos, calling us crazy. We don't know what we're talking about. This is not going to happen. But, hey, the scriptures say the Lord's word don't go out void, man. Whatever he sent out is going to accomplish that which he pleased, man. I believe that's in the book of Isaiah. All right? So, nonetheless, man, we still going to prophesy and continue to push this information out through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, and you people out there that are scoffers, all right, that are mockers and gainsayers, you're gonna be looking stupid in that day, man. Ultimately, you're gonna be destroyed in that thermonuclear fire, man. All right, it says verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And that's the beginning of Armageddon, which is what? Mountain of troops. The troops are gathering together for battle. Verse 12, it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat in the Hebrew, which means the valley of decision or the valley of judgment, which is Armageddon, primarily over there in the Middle East, in that region over there. That's why there's so much turmoil and friction and conflict, man. Because the Lord is stirring that pot. All right, he's stirring that pot to the boiling point, to when it's ready to just be all out war, man, and chaos, man. All right, it says for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right, and the Lord, even though these nations they're gonna fight each other, ultimately that's the Lord judging them, because none of them are going to come out victorious. All right, not America, not China. All right, not the Russians, not North Korea, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and his elect are going to come out victorious, man. Because simultaneously, when World War III is occurring, all right, that's when who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ is going to make his second coming, man. All right, a so-called black man, his name is Yahushua. All right, he's going to make his second coming. He's going to finish the job off. All right, simultaneously saving the elect in the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, man. You know, so that's the time that we leading up to, man. These articles that are being posted, information that's being put out there, is just confirming what we're saying through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right. Let me see if it says anything else before I close the video. It says some will call such a statement pure hype, and I wish it was. But the facts lead us to a dark place when it comes to our relationship with China. Right. It's facts, man. The facts is laid out on the table. It's plain, it's clear, man. People, like I said, these people that call it hype are what? The scoffers, the mockers, all right, the ones that don't believe, the ones that haven't been chosen to have the word have the word put inside of them, or the truth opened up to them, man. But what? The author of this article, all right, Harry J. Kazinus, all right, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but even this person know that it's ain't all hype, man. This is facts, and he knows that the relationship with China is slowly, well, I don't want to say slowly, it's rapidly deteriorating, man. All right, and China is siding with Russia. Okay, it says, I read that part again. It says, but the facts lead us to a dark place when it comes to our relationship with China, which is becoming less of a partnership and more like a fight between mortal enemies looking to gain any advantage they can over the other. Man, that's beautiful, man. All right, these nations are coming against the whore, man. The whore being America, man. Babylon the Great. When you read Revelations, the 17th chapter, man. All right, let me get one more scripture. I'm gonna end it off with Jeremiah. Let me see. I might do Jeremiah 51. I think that's right. Jeremiah 51 and 1. All right. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon." And this is modern day Babylon. All right, Babylon the Great, which is America, man. All right, mystery Babylon the Great, the whore that sitteth upon the beast, man. It says, "And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind." All right, and that destroying wind represents destruction coming by the way of the ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, it says, "And will send unto Babylon fanners." And who are the fanners, man? The fanners are the other nations that have the missiles, man. All right, that's how that wind is going to come, by the fanners, all right? China, which we read in this article, all right? China got beef with America, and they not effing with America, man. All right? Russia, which Russia and China are teaming up. North Korea, and you got this guy, as the apostles say, DJ Trump. He's the perfect guy to stir that pot and keep that friction going, man. It says, verse 2, "And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her around about." All right, and you're seeing that prophecy being set up, where these nations are going to be against Babylon round about, man. All right, and it says what? They're going to empty her land. How? By the missiles. Verse 3, it says, "Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts," man. And America's going to be utterly destroyed, man, from the inside out. All right, from New York to Cali, from the top of America to the bottom of America, man. This whole land is going to be utterly wasted. And these nations going to shoot them missiles, man, and they're gearing up for that right now. All right, so I'm gonna end it there. All right, I might go through this chapter in a future video. All right, I'm gonna just dedicate a whole video to going through Jeremiah 51. But I just want to hit that point about the fanners. bringing that destroying wind, man. All right, and we basically moving closer and closer, day by day, to that time, man, leading up to America's utter destruction. All right, so Lord willing, that was edifying. Just a quick news update through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, until the next video, Shalom.